All right, thank you, Malachi. Well, we have team coverage today as we continue to follow up on damage across the area.
We need it. There's a lot to talk about. 7 News' Ayla Ferrone, Henry Coburn, Scotty Kay spread out across the region today to tell your stories.
And we go first to Ayla, who's standing by in Greenville County. So, Ayla, how are things there, especially the roads?
Well, Diane, as you can see, we're standing right in the middle of the road here. That's because this is one of the many roads that is completely closed down here in Greenville County because of that storm damage. Now, in this particular spot, I'm told it's overflow from this creek that caused this sinkhole in the middle of the road.
We have a policy.
Charles Dipple owns Dipple Plumbing on North Pleasantburg Drive.
I've never seen it blocked off like this before.
His business butting up to a small creek that runs near Keith Avenue.
Every time it rains, it causes some problems, and if we had big rains, then it causes a lot more problems.
He says with Thursday's heavy rain, the rushing water likely caused this sinkhole.
I've never seen the river with this much water.
Dipple also lives on the Middle Saluda River, which was overflowing on Thursday as well. It feeds the Reedy River, which flooded many streets in Greenville.
We have 37 roads closed right now in Troop 3, which is Spartanburg, Greenville, Pickens, Oconee, and Anderson County.
More than 24 Greenville County roads remain closed. The highly saturated grounds and high winds on Friday could cause even more trouble.
Those tall trees with the high winds that we have right now is a perfect recipe for a tree coming across the road.
Highway Patrol giving some tips to stay safe.
Exercise common sense, extreme caution. Don't cross those roads where the water or the trees are.
We use this road a whole lot.
And those like Dipple who saw the force of Mother Nature firsthand, standing in awe.
But it was serious. It was like, it was very forceful. It was really kind of amazing. It was a little scary.
Now, many of those roads across Greenville County in the upstate are reopened today, but this one with major damage, even parts of the road coming up, and many like it will remain closed for quite some time. We did see some crews out here earlier kind of surveying the area, no doubt trying to figure out exactly when they can make a fix to this road and get it reopened. I'm reporting live in Greenville, Ayla Ferrone, 7 News.
Ayla, thank you. The National Weather Service has confirmed it's a tornado that touched down in Spartanburg Thursday. They say it was an EF1. Survey crews traveled across the area today following the track of the storm. 7 News reporter Henry Coburn, part of that tour. He's standing by live for us now. Henry.
Right, so surveyors rather said that the tornado had about 110 mile per hour maximum wind speeds and it was on the ground for about 9 minutes, and in that time it traveled about 10 miles, including over here at the Crown Point Apartments, and you can see the damage is very clear. Here's what we saw today. As storm survey teams from the National Weather Service Greenville Spartanburg office drove the streets of Spartanburg inspecting damages, they were looking for some telltale signs of a tornado.
For tornadoes, we tend to look for something that's pretty narrowly focused. If it were straight line wind, it's a little broader. So the focus, we also look for, if it's a tornado, you'll see some damage going in one direction, some damage going in the opposite direction, or maybe even kind of converging toward each other. It's kind of a chaotic pattern toward the middle.
And those criteria were met. NWS confirmed today the tornado that ripped through Spartanburg Thursday had peak wind speeds of 110 miles per hour and carved a 10-mile-long path in the 9 minutes it was on the ground.
We've seen a lot of tree damage, trees snapped and uprooted. We've seen signs that were blown over, blown out.
My home up there is actually intact. I didn't even lose a single shingle.
Misty Scott lives in one of the neighborhoods hit by the storm. Despite her home escaping directly.
It actually is pretty dangerous. We sent the kids elsewhere last night, obviously, because there's no power, no estimate of when we're getting power. Most of the lines are laying, everywhere.
She says cleaning up will happen one tree limb at a time.
I love my home. I love my neighborhood. So I guess our neighbors and ourselves are going to do the best we can to dig ourselves out and get moving on.
As of last check, there were no major injuries or deaths associated with this storm. Tonight we're live in Spartanburg. Henry Coburn, 7 News.
A tornado left its mark on Spartanburg yesterday, and we are getting a closer look at some of the damage left behind. 7 News reporter Scotty K joins us from a church that was just taken out by the storm and learned what their plan is moving forward. Scotty K.
Diane, I'm here at Living Waters Christian Ministries here on West Main Street in Spartanburg, and go ahead and take a look behind me. This church really was hit hard by the storm yesterday. You can see part of their roof has been ripped off. Of course, this is not good news for the members of this church, some of them seeing this damage for the first time today. And while some tears were shed, they say they are just keeping their faith and realizing that it's going to be all right. They're just grateful no one was hurt.
If for some reason it's not a tornado, I just hate to be in one that is.
Jesse Canty is still in shock after a tornado ripped through Spartanburg Thursday, leaving a path of destruction he says he's never seen before.
I was waiting to hear a death toll or something and haven't heard anything like that. And that just told me right there that even through chaos, God can still move and cover and protect you.
The storm made its way through the west side of Spartanburg, taking the roof of Canty's church with it.
If this happened on the day we had the service, it could have been upwards of 50 to 75 people.
On Friday, Canty came back to his sanctuary to clean up the mess.
We get back to the altar and we trust him and put everything in the hands of God. When it's too big for our hands, it's not too big for his.
And others stepped in to help pick up the pieces that were left.
Other pastors have been reaching out and soliciting donations, sending donations. Compared to life, all these things can be replaced.
And even though the future of his place of worship is uncertain, Canty says he and his congregation will continue to praise God.
We don't know what move we're going to make, whether it's going to be rebuilt or whether we're going to have to move to another location. We believe that we are the church. This is the building and edifice that we may use, but we're truly the church. We can have church right here, so we'll be fine.
Now, the pastor tells me they do plan to still have a service on Sunday, and they say as soon as they decide on a location, they'll let us know, and of course, we'll pass that information along to you all. Also, if you'd like to help out this church, we'll have information on how to do that on our website, WSPA.com. Live in Spartanburg tonight, Scotty K, 7 News.
All right, Scotty, thanks. Meanwhile, Pickens County is dealing with damage. They've got closed roads as well. Our Asia Wilson's been there all day.
Well, it looks like I'm standing in a pond, but in all reality, this is a family's yard. They say within 30 to 45 minutes, all of this water rushed into their home, and now they're without everything. Jade Bennett lives on Quail Haven Drive. She says within 20 minutes of this strong storm, water came into her home. Bennett says her family instantly tried to stop water from coming in, but within minutes, everything was covered. The family lost things like clothes, furniture, and much more. Bennett says her family is displaced. She's living across the street with her mate and their neighbor, and their children are staying with friends. Although the community has stepped in to help, the family says they hope something can be done to repair the home that is at total loss.
It's scary to me. I've worked really hard. I've worked really hard to get this house where it is, and I want it back. I don't want to live somewhere else. I want to live here.
Well, as you can see, there are clothes still hanging on the windowsill, and Easley High School teachers say they are going to continue to work to help this family restore some of their clothes. In Easley, Asia Wilson, 7 News.
All right, Asia, thank you. Remember, you can get all of these storylines and videos on our website, WSPA.com.
Duke Energy is doing its best to restore power across the state after outages have left thousands in the dark. Spokesperson Ryan Mosier says the damage is significant, especially in Spartanburg County. Customers should know today when electricity is expected to be restored to their home or business.
Now the winds have calmed down, things are a little more stable situation, at least here in the Spartanburg area. And so we should be able to make a big dent in restoring folks today.
Now, at last check, Duke Energy is reporting nearly 300 without power still in Greenville, 600 outages in Anderson, and just under 10,000 now in Spartanburg. Customers in Anderson can expect power to return around 6, those in Greenville shortly before 9 tonight. But in Spartanburg, crews are still working and do not have an estimated time of restoration.
We're also hearing from a man who escaped the floodwaters, the Middle Tiger River. His trailer now inundated by water from the river. The owner tells us they managed to move most of their stuff out before the water took over. He says it was still dark yesterday morning when the river started to overflow.
We were, yeah. We've been here a few months.
What did you do to try to get out of here that time?
Well, we was planning on staying, but it got up at about 4:30 this morning. We had to start unpacking.
People who live near that river tell us this is the highest they've ever seen that water. More storm damage. This is from the Saluda River. A dock floating near the Anderson-Greenville County line hit a pedestrian bridge, and, well, there it goes. We've got this video from Jacob M. Chandler, a historic bridge, the Piedmont Manufacturing Company footbridge, built in 1888. Now, the bridge had deteriorated quite a bit since fire destroyed the Piedmont mill about 40 years ago.